Alright, y'all, so we got a Volkswagen EOS here, which is kind of the same thing as a Jetta or an Audi or Audi A4, anything with the Volkswagen 2.0. So here we are, we're doing a water pump. So here I'm getting that belt off, I'm getting this water pump removed. Now during removal, when I was trying to remove the coolant temperature sensor, I pulled the wires out of the connector, so I had a spare harness laying around, so I grabbed the connector off it. That was the same exact one. I soldered it back on together to the original harness. So here's what I am doing right here. A little trick if you're struggling with soldering wires together, a little trick I like to do is get some solder pulled up on the soldering iron first, and then kind of work in it and feed it through on the sides a little bit, get a nice puddle pulled up, and then use the solder wire on top of the wire you're soldering and let the heat pull the solder through the wire, if that makes sense. Here it goes right here, and you just kind of moving around, and then boom, you're done. It's got a nice little solder wire together. And then of course you always add your heat shrink over on top, and then I wrap this whole harness with felt tape so it looks like factory. So here I am wrapping that whole harness with felt tape so it matches the factory harness look, and never even know. Repair done successfully. So now we're going to install this new water pump and get it all bolted up and slide this water pump belt on. You can see right there where the yellow cone is. I'll be sliding the belt on. You got to rotate the engine over while you're pushing this belt on. It helps it get on a little easier. Once you get it all lined up on the teeth and stuff, everything pushed over, you put the little guard back on, and then put the intake manifold back on, hook everything up, fill her up with coolant, and you get this car back on the road. So like I said, hooked the intake manifold up, bolted all up, get all the connectors connected, all the intake hoses right.